The rally in Aioz does not stop. We're going from high to high to high. But unfortunately, when we look very deeply at the data on chain, not everything is rosy. Now today we went up by 16%. This week we more than 3x'd. This month we more than 5x'd. And this year we are up more than 2000%. But things haven't always been so rosy for Aioz. Look at this very long-term chart. This is due to tokenomics. And we have discussed the tokenomics quite extensively on this channel. The first video published on Aioz on this channel was on November 30th. That was when we were at 16 cents. The video performed way better than average. Here in gray is a typical video. The Aioz video outperformed. Another video followed when we were at 27 cents. That was on the 22nd of February. And so since we already discussed all the fundamentals, the teams, the tokenomics in those prior videos, I'm not going to repeat this. I want to instead focus now on the new developments. I want to focus on this current rally and to be more specific about the price appreciation in the last month. Now here's the nice thing about the Aioz token. It can be bought on centralized exchanges, but we also have quite a bit of trading volume on decentralized exchanges. Most of trading volume happens on Coinbase and on KuCoin, but there's also trading volume on Uniswap. So this is where the transactions happen directly on chain. And it's those on-chain transactions where we can see very detailed what's actually going on. Who is buying here? Who's selling here? What's driving the price? Now there's two versions of the token. There's one on Ethereum, so you have to pay these massive Ethereum gas fees to buy and sell. But 15,000 people decided to do so, so that's the number of holders. There's another version on the Binance Smart Chain. Here we've got 19,000 holders. So it appears that potentially there might be more capital on the Binance Smart Chain. But actually that's not true once we look at this in a bit more detail. And so let me show you the token analyzer tool that's available to the premium members, by the way. Link is down below, thebitcointrader.com. You can plug in any Ethereum token in this tool. And it shows us on the left side the number of wallets that hold at least 1,000 Aioz tokens. So at the current price, that's $785. That's what I'd consider retail. In the middle, we've got medium-sized retail. This is now a 10x from the left chart. So here are the number of wallets that hold at least a bit under $10,000. On the right side, it's another 10x. This is now the whales. This is a bit under $100,000. Now here are the exact same charts for the Binance Smart Chain. And note there were more holders in general on the Binance Smart Chain compared to Ethereum. But once we introduce a minimum holding threshold of those 1,000 tokens, so this chart here on the left, we are only seeing 3,200 wallets roughly. On Ethereum, that's almost double as many holders. In other words, most of the capital is still on Ethereum, despite the number of holders being smaller. The average holding size on Ethereum is way larger. But there's something way more important here. All of those are 1 month charts. This is again Ethereum. And the number of retail wallets grew by roughly 16%. The number of medium-sized retail wallets also grew by roughly 16%. The number of whale wallets, though, shrunk in the last month by roughly 9%. On the Binance Smart Chain, the development isn't that different. Retail is buying, medium-sized retail is buying a bit slower. The whales rather tend to sell. So what we are seeing here is that the current rally in Aioz is 100% retail driven, and the whales tend to get out of the token. This is not good. Now, I don't dare to make a price prediction based on this, but in general, we have to think about this the following, right? The whales have so much money because in the past, they tended to make the right calls. So crypto is a game of both luck and skill, and the more you play this, the less important the luck component becomes and the more important the skill component shines through. So the people that have a lot of money, they also tended to make the better calls in the past, at least if they got their money from crypto trading. And so seeing the smart money leaving is not great. What I also find fascinating is that the number of holders only grew by 16% in that last month, but at the same time, the price went up by more than 5x. So is this really a natural rally? I don't know. At least we cannot see all of that demand on chain. A lot of that demand seems to be coming either from the centralized exchanges or from a few key players that might be manipulating here. Yes, a lot of retail is accumulating, and that's on both chains, but simply the magnitude of that accumulation by retail doesn't justify the price increase to the same degree. I will keep monitoring those charts, and of course I will make new updates on Aioz. In case you want to see that, feel free to subscribe. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. If you've got Telegram, feel free to join. Link is down below.